morning, Stacy.
Oh, hiya, Barton. What brings you to Shining Time Station?
Delivery for the children. New crayons.
Oh, that's great. Oh, what lovely colors.
$1.59 a box. And a supply of my finest drawing paper.
Oh.
And, of course, the entry forms for the Indian Valley coloring contest.
Oh, that's right. The coloring contest is today.
Right. Hey, DW. Keeping stuff away, huh?
These are not giveaways, Schemer. They were paid for by the children.
You know, they could have come to the general store to pick them up.
Yeah, well, the general store will be closed today.
Oh, close it down the store, huh, BW? I knew you were running that place into the ground. You should have followed Schemer's system of success. High prices, low quality.
We only closed for today, Schemer.
And to never close up shop when there are customers to take advantage of.
I have a very important engagement.
So, who doesn't?
Stacy, hi, Mr. Winslow.
Morning, son. Hey, what's shaking?
Going to ride your motorcycle again, Mr. Winslow?
This cat is going to put the pedal to the metal in a very big motorcycle showdown.
Wow. What's he talking about? I think Barton is going to be in a motorcycle race.
Well, I'm not saying I'm going to win, but I'm sure going to give it my best shot. And now, I'm out of here.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Becky. Hi, Kara. Hi, Stacy. Hi. Oh, you just missed Barton Winslow. He's on leaving. Well, he brought you these. Great, the crayons we ordered. You start now. Oh. I'm going to draw a train. It has to be a person. You have to draw someone you know.
Not a gang?
Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy. Did you bring back anything?
Oh, yes, indeed.
What?
Oh, something special.
Ink?
Ah, it's special ink. It does something almost magical. Whatever you like with it. But that's all I'll tell you for now. For the rest, you'll have to wait.
Magical ink.
What do you think? Looks good. Want to see yours? Not ready.
If I can reach the end in under 30 seconds, I'll have beaten my old record. Where did these new obstacles come from?
They came from me, Mr. Conductor. I ripped up my drawing.
It is a drawing. That's a familiar-looking eye. I'd like to see this drawing.
It's too late now.
It's never too late.
Wow.
It's Stacy. And she looks a lot better now.
Kara's drawing is better than mine. Maybe Billy's easier to draw than Stacy. Or maybe Kara's cheating.
Cheating? We can't have that. Call the contest judges. We'll put a stop to it.
I'm not sure she's cheating.
But you said she was. You wouldn't say things you don't mean about your friends. Look what happened to Thomas when he did that.
Thomas?
You mean you don't know the story about Thomas, Percy, and Nicole? All right. I'll tell you about it. It was a beautiful morning on the island of Sodor. Thomas the Tank Engine's blue paint sparkled in the sunshine as he puffed happily along his branch line with Annie and Clarabelle. He was feeling very pleased with himself. Hello, Thomas, whistled Percy. You look splendid. Yes, indeed, boasted Thomas. Blue is the only proper color for an engine. Oh, I don't know. I like my brown paint, said Toby. I've always been green. I wouldn't want to be any other color either, added Percy. Well, anyway, huffed Thomas, blue is the only color for a really useful engine. Everyone knows that. Percy said no more. He just grinned at Toby. Later, Thomas was resting when Percy arrived. A large hopper was loading his freight cars full of coal. Thomas was still being cheeky. Careful, he warned. Watch out with those silly cars. Go on, muttered the cars. And by the way, went on Thomas, those buffers don't look very safe to me. The last load poured down. Help, help, cried Thomas. Get me out. Percy was worried, but he couldn't help laughing. Thomas's smart blue paint was covered in coal dust from smokebox to bunker. Ha-ha, chuckled Percy. You don't look really useful now, Thomas. You look really disgraceful. I'm not disgraceful, choked Thomas. You did that on purpose. Get me out. It took so long to clean Thomas that he wasn't in time for his next train. Toby had to take Annie and Clarabelle. Poor Thomas, whispered Annie to Clarabelle. They were most upset. Thomas was grumpy in the shed that night. Toby thought it a great joke, but Percy was cross with Thomas for thinking he had made his paint dirty on purpose. Fancy a really useful blue engine like Thomas becoming a disgrace to Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. Next day, Thomas was feeling more cheerful as he watched Percy bring his cars from the junction. The cars were heavy and Percy was tired. Have a drink, said his driver. Then you'll feel better. The water column stood at the end of the siding with the unsafe buffers. Suddenly, Percy found that he couldn't stop. The buffers didn't stop him either. Oh, wailed Percy. Help! The buffers were broken, and Percy was wheel-deep in coal. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. Now Percy has learned his lesson, too, he chuckled to himself. That night, the two engines made up their quarrel. I didn't cause your accident on purpose, Thomas, whispered Percy. You do know that, don't you? Of course, replied Thomas, and I'm sorry I teased you. Your green paint looks splendid again, too. In future, we'll both be more careful of coal. Little problems can grow into big problems when you start saying things you don't mean.
Okay. Tara's not cheating. But the only way I'll ever win is by magic.
Do you know any?
No. But you do. I bet you can use magic to make me a fabulous picture. Oh, please. Will you do it, Mr. Conductor? Say you'll do it.
Sounds like winning the contest is really important to you.
Oh, it is. More important than anything. And this is the only way.
Well, if it's that important, but I hope winning the contest makes you feel like a winner.
It's perfect, Mr. Conductor. Now I'll win for sure.